No dobra, moi państwo, także idziemy na last mission. Chyba last mission. No zobaczymy, czy to ostatnia misja, czy to już endgame, czy kończymy Enderala, czy jeszcze coś będzie, bo no już tyle razy mówiłem, że już jesteśmy blisko końca, a koniec końców i tak jeszcze nam brakowało, więc
Yes?
czekaj, bo my um,
Saira? Until that Quark appeared, I actually thought things were going real. But a war with Nareem?
dobra.
Yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my foster father. He was half Kyranian, as you might have guessed already. Somewhere. Well, as I told you, I was never very. You know, the novitiate was very challenging. The Magisters only rarely gave us days off to contemplate, as they called it. The others usually used it to go to the. I never really liked that kind of pastime, and I still don't. That's true, but when I feel the need to relax, I prefer taking a stroll or spending time in the baths. Whatever secret there is about relaxing to loud music. Tattoo? Ah, of course, you mean my mark. I've had that for as long as I can remember. And I don't have the slightest idea as to how I
Myślę, że
got
to
it.
spowoduje demona.
It does. You're the first to tell me that. But thanks. No, it isn't. It's just there, that's all. Yes, I know. Maybe it was Dalgalar when he, treated me. But I fear I'll never find out. Not without leaving a bad scar, at least according to the apothecary. And even if that weren't the case, I don't know if I'd want it gone. It reminds me of something.
Kurde, nie wiem, czy co mam tu zrobić, bo no to jest ten, ale... Okej, czekaj, może gdzieś idzie. I co mam teraz zrobić? Bo ona tu jest niby zaznaczona.
Walk blessed.
No co tu jest? Kaja czeka na ciebie przed Emporium. No okej, i co? Jakby
Yes?
nic nie ma. Czekaj, no ona gdzieś idzie, zobaczmy. Aha, idzie sobie usiąść. A może ja powinienem wyjść stąd, co? W ogóle. A, jest, okej, dobra. Czyli ona tu była, ale się ten... I teraz, dobra. Okej.
Saira, it's good to see you. So, are you ready? The Grandmaster said by tonight Sharim.
Jest, czyli koniec! Nadchodzące wydarzenia doprowadzą do zakończenia gry. Jeśli jest jeszcze coś, co chcesz zrobić, zrób to teraz. Aha, czyli wszystkie... czyli wchodzimy już w zakończenie fabuły, co doprowadzi do zakończenia gry. I jeśli chcę robić jakieś właśnie aktywności poboczne, typu nie wiem, zadania czy jakieś inne rzeczy, no to muszę to zrobić teraz, bo... Muszę to zrobić teraz, bo no już potem nie będzie odwrotu widocznie, nie? Prawdopodobnie jak zakończę grę... No, znaczy, no nie wiem jak się gra skończy w ogóle, nie? W sumie. Ale jeśli by się skończyła tak, żebym żył i by było wszystko ok, no to prawdopodobnie chyba można grać po fabule, ale no nie wiem właśnie jak się kończy, nie? No dobra. To nic, panowie i panie, wkraczamy w ostatni etap Enderala. Możemy ruszać.
Alright then.
Możemy ruszać na zakończenie.
Go on,
Ostatni odcinek. Znaczy prawdopodobnie ostatni odcinek. Zobaczymy ile potrwa, bo jak Jak będzie trwało z godzinę, no to będę musiał podzielić na 2. Dobra, chodźmy.
Prophetess, there's good news. We were able to decipher the Starling's maps, and we now know where to find them. Sharon was just about to explain. Sharon?
Yes. I suppose you already know that Vin hasn't always been like it is now. In the time of the Pyreans, it was one big continent, which they called Pangora. Only the Starfall, in the era of Azateron's madness, split it apart. In other words, the Pyreans dominated the entire world as it was back then. It was a world empire. However, until recently, we always thought that the Empire's capital, the City of a Thousand Floods, was situated somewhere near where Kira is today. We were wrong about that. It was here, in Enderal.
Here?
Here, beneath our feet, to be precise.
Under Ark?
Yes. We don't know whether it was a coincidence that Malfa's vassals set the foundation of Ark here, out of all the places they could have. But they did. The heart of the Pyrean Empire was here. Right where we stand. Only it's buried now. True. But there might be another way. Do you know the myth of the Black Guardian? The Endralians believe that there is some kind of demon deep down below the surface, and that you can even hear him scream. Rubbish, of course. But I think that these screams are the sound of wind. And if there's wind...
There are tunnels. So are you suggesting that the Undercity's cavern reaches that deep? Into the City of Floods?
into what is left of it. All we need to do is find an entrance point that can lead us down.
Then we leave without further delay. There's no point in leading an army down there, so the four of us will go alone. Prophetess, speak to the Archmagister and tell him to give you the word of the dead and the container for the Numenors. We will need both. He's at the beacon.
Shouldn't we at least think this through before we go?
Ready your equipment. We'll meet at the gate to the Undercity.
No dobra. Lecimy do gościa jeszcze. Po EQ. EQ.
Oh, never mind. How can I help you? He was. But he went. I have to. You know, when all this started, when the Grand Master exalted you, I thought it was. But now. Phew. I think Malthus, or whoever sent you, that he did. Oh. Say. It. The beacon. Do you really think it'll work? I mean, I'm just a novice, but if it can really banish the highway, I just don't understand.
Kurde, nie wiem.
You know, it was the Naramis, under the command of that butcher Korik. My family has a small farm near the coast. And when the first of the Naramis ships landed, our farm...
Jezus, teraz jakaś nowicjuszka będzie mi opowiadać swoje całe życie.
just a
Nie mam
few miles
czasu.
from Ark. I already had a bad feeling when I set out.
I have a
When I saw
bad
the
feeling
smoke.
about this.
And then there was that smell. And the smell of I rode faster and faster, and then when I got to the house, my mother and and it doesn't matter how I try to look at it. That wouldn't have happened to you, would it? You would have done something. If I could just be more like you, then I... Your flesh. Yes, that's it.
Co
All
kurwa?
I need is a piece of your flesh. And nothing like that will ever happen again.
Czemu ona pierdoli?
But why? Is that so hard to understand? That you just don't want to share, isn't that it?
I popierdoliło
You want
ją.
it for yourself. Because you're vain. And in all your damn vanity, you don't even see the
Ej,
futility of the whole
popierdoliło
thing.
ją.
The beacon won't burn. It never will. Thousands have tried it before you. Thousands who are as arrogant as you are. And they all failed.
How did they say? Just let yourself fall. Because the light will burn you.
Co tu się dzieje?
Devour you until there's nothing left.
Poczekajcie kurwa, bo tu coś się...
Nice and crisp.
Ej, oni oszaleli.
Familiar with that?
Oni oszaleli.
Prophetess.
Oh fuck.
By Malthus, we need to stop them.
O kurwa! Oszaleli. Ej, mam mikstur... Czekaj. Ej, jest mag tutaj. Kurwa, co to było?
Prophetess.
Czekaj, albo nie, czekaj, może wicher dam.
Malthus, we need to stop them.
Ja pierdolę. Mogę coś zrobić. Są taki tanki. Czemu? Pokonaj opętanych strażników. Kurwa, co tu się dzieje?
By the name of the sun. They were possessed. How is that possible? I thought the sigil stone protects us.
To mnie przesuwa. Wilk.
Oh, of course. Wait.
Kurde, nie pierdol jeszcze, że kaganek się rozwalił tylko.
The damage is within acceptable limits. Nothing we shouldn't be able to repair. But wait. What is that
O
noise?
nie, walka. O. Korek już tu jest.
Oh, by the righteous path. I think you should see this.
No, walczą.
What in blazes happened here? And what is that noise?
The Neramis. They are in the city. Their entire army.
What? No. This is impossible. This is impossible! And this? What's the meaning of this bloodbath?
I don't know, Grandmaster. The High Ones somehow were able to possess the Keepers here. They tried to destroy the beacon and kill the Prodigy.
What? But the stone, we...
Grandmaster, you have to see this.
What? That the Narimis are in the city? I know that already.
No, we know how they did it. The true Chessa betrayed us.
Nonsense.
It's the truth. She and almost a third of the Keepers followed Bartar's example. Come, you should hear it for yourself.
Kurwa, co tu się dzieje?
ordered that the temple gates be closed right away and positioned archers on the battlements. At least for now, none of these Neremese bastards will enter the temple.
Well done.
Dobra, chodźmy. Oho. Jest babet... Ej, właśnie, itemy miałem włożyć. No dobra, nie wiem, jakoś ten...
There. She survived it. Open your eyes, traitor.
What?
Ona nie była jakaś opętana może?
Master, you... I am so sorry. It shouldn't have happened like that. We... Oh, my Malphus. What have I done?
Tell us what happened.
Of course, Grandmaster. I will. The Trichessa... She contacted Korak and asked for...
Relax. She's bleeding to death, Grandmaster. We need to get her into the curarium.
We will, once we're done. Continue. The Trichessa arranged a meeting with Korak. What did she want from him?
A truce. She offered him the city. If he would promise not to harm anyone. She had this stone. You know, the sigil stone that protects us keepers from the High Ones.
Kurde, to dlatego mnie zaatakowali.
Once the gates were open, he...
Wszystkich zabił.
Killed everyone.
Yes, the Trichessa. He just... Even though she kept her end of the bargain. Then they swarmed into the city and... Oh, by Malphus, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Take her to the Curarium.
Yes, yes, of course, Grandmaster. Loren, get her, bring me a stretcher.
Wait. You have to forgive me. I mean, we only wanted the best. You have to believe me. Please don't let me die as a pathless. Please.
I forgive you. Now go.
Yes, of course, Grandmaster.
Wilki mistrzu, wilki. Wilki mistrzu. Dobra, czekajcie.
What are your orders, Grandmaster? We aren't many, but if we use cunning, we might be able to drive them back out of...
We will not. We are no more than 6 up here, and the Neremese are thousands. And both our black powder and our boiling oil are in the barracks.
Then it's over. We have lost.
What? No! Nothing is over! They can't be that far into the city yet. We only have to drive them out of the gates, and then...
And how exactly are you planning to do that? By loading the cannons with sugar mint and shooting balls of herbs at the Neremese? Great idea, really.
You sodding!
Quiet! Maragil and Sharim are right, Commander. Ark is lost. But our war against the High Ones isn't. The beacon still stands, and it will continue to do so as long as we hold the temple. We've lost the battle, yes, but not the war. All we need is the Numenors, and then the beacon will be lit.
And what then? I don't think Korak will withdraw once we've destroyed his vision of this ascent.
Correct, he won't. Which is why we will surrender.
What?
It is the only way. As I said to the Trichessa before, this war is about more than just us. If we choose to give up now, or if we choose to fight and die down there, Korak will destroy the beacon either way and let the cleansing happen. We will prevent that at all costs. Which is why we will find the Numenors, light the
A
beacon,
może byśmy się tak ruszyli zamiast gadać?
surrender.
Fajnie by było.
Warwick will kill us all.
Yes, he will. We will die, but there is no alternative. Korek isn't man enough to participate in the battle himself. So even if we were to break out and fight, all we would do is kill his delusional soldiers. And their deaths would be as pointless as this entire war. Once the High Ones are vanquished, we've done our duty. That's it.
But no! We are warriors, and true warriors fight. You've said
True
that.
warriors ask questions. Like the question, when does a battle for ideals become nothing more than a battle for vanity? Those soldiers down there, Commander, they are nothing more than butchers. But we are more than that. But I will not stop you. As soon as the beacon is lit, you're free to flee. But for now, you will hold this place at all costs while we search for the Numenors. Archmagister, do you have the word of the dead?
I do, yes. How do you plan to get into the Undercity from here? The entire city is swarming with Korex's soldiers.
Leave that to me. Commander Aaron, gather the remaining keepers in Arcanum.
Psej przemowy. Dobra, psej przemowy. I co teraz? Aha, dobra. Co tam? No dalej,
You know
ruchy,
what has
ruchy.
happened. We were betrayed by our own brothers and sisters. As we speak, people are dying, slaughtered by the Nerimes, who think we are their enemy. And I know what you are feeling right now. Anger. Anger aimed at those in our ranks who did this to us. But you're wrong. Despite their deed, they wanted to protect us, to fulfill their holy duty. And the same applies to Korek and his soldiers. Yes, they are deluded. Yes, they have committed crimes past redemption, but they, too, only did what they thought was right. If there is someone to blame in all this, it's the High Ones, and no one else. They, brothers and sisters, they are the ones responsible. They have no mind, no compassion, no soul, and their only reason for existing is to destroy. They are cowards who act out of the shadows and play us against each other like puppets on strings. And right now, they think they have won. They think they can defeat us. But they will fail, because we are still here. We have the beacon, the only thing capable of stopping all this madness, and that is exactly what we're going to do. After that, you are free to go. Flee, fight, do whatever you think is best. I myself will surrender, because every drop of blood spilled after we have done our duty and destroyed the High Ones is useless. And even if the Nerimes kill me, my death will be a sign. A sign that people like Korek will never understand. Hatred breeds hatred. This is what history has taught us, and this is what makes the High Ones strong. Stand by me when the time comes, or go. But until then, fight.
O, ale mi to doda... Czekajcie. Kurwa, nie no, taka beka. Jestem zmotywowany jak nigdy normalnie, to była taka świetna przemowa. Normalnie tak jestem zmotywowany, że to szok.
Follow me. We will talk in the Emporium.
Jestem taki zmotywowany, że to szok. Naprawdę. Emporium. Czekaj, gdzie mam iść? Do niego, do ten? Do sali konferencyjnej? Do niego, do łóżka mam iść?
And there she goes. 4,000 years this city has stood. And now she is
4000
afraid.
lat, o kurde,
It is
długo.
a tragedy.
To można powiedzieć, że jak ktoś się urodził teraz w tych czasach, to ma pecha totalnego. Albo jak żyje po prostu w tych czasach, nie?
There is another way. I suppose you already know that the Order was never proud of the fact that something like the... And due to your dealings with the Relata, you also know that we, the Order, had an informal agreement with them. They rule the underground and we rule the surface. In reality, however, this is only half the truth. We never handed over the reins entirely. There is a plan B in case things get out of control and the Undercity's inhabitants revolt, like they did once during the Blood Moon riots.
Probably. I will make it short. There's a set of tunnels throughout the King's Mountain on which this temple was built, and they lead all the way down into the Undercity. They were built to release poison gas into the entire
O
cave system.
kurwa, co?
Down and back up again.
Oni też są
Yes.
popierdoleni, ci
Americans do
strażnicy.
not know about these tunnels.
Że kurwa
And
by
when they
wpuścili,
find
jakby
out,
był
it will
bunt,
be
by
too
wpuścili
late.
gaz i wszystkich zabili ich
We
chuj.
descend, we find
Nieźle.
the Numenors in the City of Floods, and we light the beacon. After that, you know what I will do. There is a way into the tunnels through the dungeons of this temple. Meet me and Sharim there once you're ready to depart. And bring your beloved with you. Prepare yourself. We will meet in the dungeon.
Dobra. No cały czas jestem przygotowany, cały czas czekam. Kurde, a wy cały czas pieprzycie zamiast działać. A jest to jest pierwsza część? Ha. Odłamki zakonu, część pierwsza. O Jezu, to będzie jeszcze część druga, część trzecia. A ja dzisiaj nie skończę tego chyba. Dzisiaj chyba tego nie skończę. Okej, Kalia.
Saira. No, and so unnecessary. Rampaging through the streets, slaughtering innocents, yet they still think they're doing. What did he say? How is he planning to get us down into the Undercity? So a system designed for genocide turns out to be our path to salvation. Anyway, there is one. If things happen as Aranthiel thinks they will you surrender to Quarak?
O! Czekaj. Nie mam pewności.
Yes, especially with all that. I'm glad you see it that way. Let's wait and see what happens. Maybe there will be a way to flee through the tunnels. I'll go meet up with Sharim and the Grandmaster. I'll see you there.
No, ja też bym wolał uciec chyba, niż oddawać życie. Kurwa, szczerze powiedziawszy, mało zrobiliśmy dla tego, kurwa, dla tej Arki i dla tego Endera, dla tego, kurwa, miasta? No mało zrobiliśmy, więc chyba, nie wiem. Więc chyba jak, nie wiem, odpalimy kaganek i pójdzie coś nie tak, to chyba jak ucieknę, to nie będzie źle. Chyba, w sensie nikt nie będzie miał chyba mi za złe tego, że ucieknę. No bo kurde, no zrobiliśmy naprawdę już, no, mega dużo, jakby nie było, nie? Poduszki. Krypta. Dobra. Jak ja nie wiem, czy tu będą jakieś mopki, czy nie? Tak po prostu. No właśnie, kurwa. O, fuck. Holy fuck. Okej, weźmy jeszcze jakieś... O kurde, co jest? 2 punkty nauki. O, wezmę sobie coś do jedzenia. Ale 2 punkty nauki.
They're here. One moment.
No dobra.
Interesting. If I may ask, Grandmaster, how does that work?
It's a sigil, and it can only be opened by one bearing the Grandmaster's sword. Follow me.
Okej, no to i lecimy. Przynajmniej nie muszę tankować już. O kurde. Duszki. Kurde, co jest? Gdzie te moje kule lecą? Jezu, co to za magia? Co jest? Co on ma? Co to za magia? What the fuck? Co on miał za magię? Widzieliście to? Jaki zielony dym? Ale zajebiste to było. Podczas noszenia jakiego otrzymuje się premię pancerza. Dobra, super. Dobra. Nie wiem co on ma za czar, ale nie jest całkiem niezły.
In case you were wondering, those 3 water gates up there contain the Starling machinery which releases the poison gas. As long as we do not open them, we can pass safely through the tunnels.
So, this tunnel system, how many exit points does it have? I assume that a single exit into the Undercity wouldn't have sufficed to poison it all by itself, would it?
No. There are a total of 8 exits, and we will be using the one that leads into the Crow district. According to Maragil, we should be able to find a suitable entrance point into the old depths from there.
No dobra. Sharim. Zapomniany tunel. O, ale to wygląda, kurczę. Wygląda to wygląda jak trochę włas od tego. Z Fallouta do krypty. Ej, ale to zajebiście wygląda, kurde. O, są te. A, i mroźny wicher. A jak wszystkich... Kurwa, jak wszystkich zabiłem. Dobra, nie mogę chyba tego wiru rzucać. Ja nie mogę chyba tego wiru rzucać, bo ich wszystkich zabijam od razu. Chyba, że to rzucę... Od razu ten... Tak. A lepiej chyba kulę. Kurde, ale potężny jest ten mag. Zobaczcie, jak on napieprza. Dobra, idziemy. Grzybki.
There.
Oj. Nie wiem, czy powinienem iść pierwszy, ale... Okej. Wchłanianie życia, poziom 4. A możemy w ogóle sobie wypić winko jakieś? Dobra. Dzielnica, ja cię chwycę. Pewnie teraz będziemy z żołnierzami walczyć. Koreka. Oho, już słychać. Już ich słychać.
Here we are. Lead the way. You know this area better than we do.
Aha. No kurde, mogę przejść? A gdzie jest reszta? Czemu tylko on tu jest? Czemu tylko on tu jest? A gdzie jest reszta? Aha, no to XT. Ła.
Flee.
Czekaj, bo nie wiem... Gdzie tu iść dokładnie? Dobra, no na pewno tutaj. God damn. O, weźmiemy, zjemy sobie chrupiącą. O, fuck! O kurwa. Czekaj. Nie żyje? Mag bitewny. Widzisz, że mag nie ma żadnej zaczarowanej rzeczy? O, ale to wszystko płonie, kurde. Gdzie jest Kalia? Łupieżcy grobów.
Is that so? And the radiant being which was now
Dobra.
turned away and extended its arms towards
O,
the
mikstury
sun,
leżą.
and thousands of lightning bolts crashed down
Oj,
into
ktoś
the
tu się
vast
spalił.
sea, destroying everything. Even the shaft that held lucky, just a scratch. Damn you!
Okej. Ło, Jezu. Czekajcie.